Now we're moving on to damage assessment. We're going to look at the screen, the outer case, the power supply, extension cord, and keys. So we have the device here. We're going to look for screen damage. Now sometimes the students like to have the screen turned down low, so it helps if you use a higher contrast, brightness. So I am hitting the F2 key to bring it more bright. With that up, I can look at the screen and look for any place where it might have been cracked or where there are blank or dead pixels. I do not like having that up there, so I just quit it, and now I'm kind of looking through here for black pixels. I don't see anything, so I'm going to put an O is okay there. Next, we're going to look at damage to the outer case. We're looking for dents, scratches, nicks, and missing screws. We have an illustration down here of the front and the back, and on the back, when we flip it over, we want to have the label facing toward us. So I'm going to close this, and I'm going to look it over, and then I notice some things here which may not show up well on the video. We have a dent here, it's been dropped. We have some cosmetic nicks along there. There's a nick here. It's been dropped on this corner, and on the front, that's about all I see. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go to my illustration, and I'm going to circle and label what everything is. So in this corner we have a dent. Here toward the middle we have a nick, which is a 3. Over here we have a nick, which is a 3. Down here, and it's harder because I didn't give enough room, there is a dent, so that's a 1. If there's anything else that you see, we do have a place where you can fill in something that we may not have covered. Then I'm going to flip this over. The label is toward me. And the same thing, I'm going to look at it, and there is a nick up here in this corner. There is a nick over here in this corner. And we have the nicks over here. There's also, and it doesn't show up well, some scratches right in this area. So I'm just going to make a big circle here and put 2 scratches. Then I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to run it over all of these screws. And what I'm feeling for is that it is flush against the bottom. And are there any missing? So they're all flush, they're all there, so I do not have to make any notation for missing screws. That said, that part is done. There is damage, so I put an X. The power supply is not really damaged, just missing a duck head, so I put O is okay. You can ask the student, does the power supply work? Does the extension cord work? We're going to assume that O is okay. Finally, I open it back up and I begin running my fingers over the keys. We have people who try to super glue things on or make them just sticky enough so we don't find them. So rubbing your hands over it, and I'm using fairly heavy fingers, will let us usually find damaged keys. Don't see any, so I'm putting an O is okay there. We're now done. Down here at the bottom, the student's going to sign that everything looks okay. You are going to keep this sheet, and we are going to get it in the tech department. Otherwise, you take all this stuff, you tell the student, please shut this down and put everything back together in the case for us, and then they will be collected and put on our shelves later. That's all that I have. Thank you for helping the tech department properly check in all the student laptops.